Hello, my name is Erin Steffner, and I'll be answering some data warehouse questions. A data warehouse is non-volatile when its data is not actually altered. New data is added to the data warehouse and any updates can be stored, but an archive of the previous data is stored also. Data is simply loaded into the data warehouse and accessed for analysis, not edited or changed within the warehouse. This would be kind of like saving a new version of a document every time you made a change. You could then access the most current version or any of the previous versions if needed. A fact table is a table that contains the foreign keys from all of the dimension tables as well as numeric measurement data. An example of this would be a payroll fact table. The fact table would contain foreign keys from an employee table, a job description table, a wages table, and a tax rate table. The fact table would also contain numeric data such as hours worked or base salary. OLAP, or Online Analytical Processing, is used to selectively access data in a data warehouse and summarize it in different ways. Rather than just accessing the data and then using a program such as Microsoft Excel to sort and compute it for different queries, OLAP enables users to analyze different dimensions of multi-dimensional data easily and quickly. In order to do this, the data must be stored in a multi-dimensional database, and more specifically, in the shape of a data cube. In keeping with the example from before, for a payroll fact table, a payroll data cube could be created. It would contain data from each of the dimension tables of employees, wages, and hours. This would allow for the fast retrieval of answers to questions such as how much have the average wages of all employees raised in the past 2 years? How many hours did all female employees work in the last year? Data mining is discovering patterns or trends from the data stored in a data warehouse. Many companies use data mining, especially in consumer-focused industries such as retail, finance, and marketing. Retail companies use data mining to search for trends in consumer purchasing to focus their advertising and increase revenues. For example, if a retail company saw a trend in consumers purchasing a certain item more on a certain day or weekend, they would want to make sure that item was sold at full price at that time to maximize their revenue. Even companies such as Google use data mining to track individual searches and web browsing to focus their advertising. Real-life data warehouses use people to locate items all over the warehouse and fill orders. Amazon.com is apparently taking strides to alleviate some of the stress and physical demands of its employees filling orders. The company is implementing new technologies such as robots and high-end computer systems to increase productivity and allow employees to fill orders even faster.